Dark clouds gather over the lake as a car creeps through the foggy backroads of Michigan. Inside, a woman clutches the steering wheel like a lifeline. Her name is Jess. Her face is bruised, her hands shaking. Her eyes flicker toward the rearview mirror, always watching, always afraid. Jess isn't just running from a marriage. She's running from a man who's supposed to protect and serve. A man who wears a badge and leaves bruises. His name is Colton, and he doesn't lose. Jess's only hope lies across the vast waters of Lake Superior. Freedom. Safety. A new life in Canada. She meets Rory at the docks, a local fisherman with no questions, just a quiet nod. For the right price, he'll ferry her across the stormy lake. They set off before dawn, but fate has already made other plans. The skies open, thunder cracks, waves rise like giants. The small boat is tossed in the chaos like a toy in a bathtub. Jess screams for Rory, then darkness swallows everything. Then, a silhouette in the distance. A woman stands at the edge of a path leading into the trees. Her name is Adeline. When she awakens, the boat is gone. Rory is gone. And she is stranded on the jagged edge of a wild, unfamiliar shore. Adeline takes Jess in, offering a bed, hot soup, and silence. No phones, no internet, no neighbors. The nearest town, days away by foot. Adeline says it's for the best. She tells Jess she's safe now. Jess wants to believe her. She tries to rest, to forget, to breathe. But strange things begin to surface. A pair of women's shoes too small for Adeline. A hidden wedding ring buried beneath the floorboards. Still, Jess stays. She has nowhere else to go. Meanwhile, Colton is on the move. To everyone else, he's a loving husband searching for his missing wife. But behind the badge is a predator with no conscience. He finds Rory's brother, Anthony, presses him for answers. When Anthony resists, Colton kills him. No witnesses. No hesitation. Just a problem removed. The trail leads him toward the lake's remote edges, toward a lighthouse few remember, and fewer ever visit. Then, Colton arrives. He finds the lighthouse, knocks on the door. He's polite, friendly, insistent. Adeline lies, tells him she hasn't seen anyone. Jess watches from a closet, heart pounding so loud it drowns out their voices. Colton leaves. But he'll be back. Jess and Adeline know Colton will return. It's only a matter of time. So they prepare, quietly, carefully. As evening falls, the sound of footsteps creeps through the lighthouse. The door creaks open. Colton steps inside. He finds Jess waiting, a spear gun aimed directly at him. A flicker of pain crosses his face, not from the weapon, but from seeing her like this. He pleads with her, voice cracking, begging her to come back to him. But before Jess can answer, Adeline strikes from behind. Colton stumbles, but doesn't fall. He lunges at Adeline, his hands tightening around her neck. Jess screams. In a panic, she rushes in, striking Colton to save Adeline. It works, but the moment shakes her to the core. Terrified and trembling, Jess stumbles outside, needing air, needing space. But Adeline isn't done. Inside, she finishes what she started. When Jess returns, she finds Colton's lifeless body, and Adeline, calm and resolute. Jess is horrified, but Adeline simply says, "It was for your own good." Together, they wrap Colton's body in silence. And under the shadow of the lighthouse, they toss him into the sea, burying the past beneath the crashing waves. Back at the lighthouse, Jess begins to panic. She tries to use a dusty cell phone she finds under the bed, only to be caught by Adeline. The older woman's tone shifts. She tells Jess she's not ready to face the world yet. Adeline locks the door. Jess is no longer a guest. She's a possession. Adeline begins to unravel, revealing scars from her own abusive past. She sees Jess as a second chance, someone to save, even if it means keeping her locked away. Jess fights back. She searches for tools, plans an escape. Jess knows she has only one shot left. She refuses to give up. She waits for night. With a surge of determination, she makes her move, breaking free and shoving Adeline into the room, taking her place in a daring switch. Finds the flare gun, sends a burning cry into the sky. A local sheriff picks up the distress signal and rushes to the scene. But just as hope seems within reach, Adeline strikes, grabbing her from behind. When the sheriff arrives, Adeline plays it cool, pretending everything is perfectly normal. But the sheriff senses something's off. Trusting his instincts, he steps inside, and there, on the floor, he finds Jess. But before he can act, Adeline shoots him. No hesitation. Just another intruder. Jess finally snaps. She attacks Adeline, and the two women tumble through the lighthouse, through memory and madness. Jess drives a broken piece of wood into Adeline's side. It's over. After the brutal fight, rescue finally arrives. One of them hands Jess a phone, her fingers trembling as she takes it. She lifts it to her ear, breathless, bracing for the voice on the other end. Mom. The voice that answers breaks her. For the first time in what feels like a lifetime, Jess isn't running. She isn't hiding. She's free.